In the Dominican Republic, DEA agents Tony and Kojak are waiting on an incoming go-fast boat packed with as much as a ton of cocaine. The go-fast don't just carry drugs. Trafficking is a cash business. And those who make successful runs north often return with mountains of greenbacks. That's why drug cash is also a primary DEA target here.
Del Banco República. Yo te voy a mandar la información que nosotros le enviamos a través del Banco República que llegó sin problema.
Back in the wiretap room, an intercept is alerting them to a cartel laundering operation happening nearby. If the information is accurate, the business might be moving as much as $5 million in coke money every month. DEA Special Agent Matt heads out into the streets of Santo Domingo to lay eyes on the suspect location.
We've identified 2 businesses here that they're receiving bulk currency at and then subsequently laundering that money. It's the same company, they just have 2 locations here in the city.
From the outside, the 2 branches look like regular clothing stores.
The woman we're investigating, she owns several clothing distributor businesses here in the Dominican Republic. She's the boss of this money laundering organization. We would see people come in and out of the business with boxes, and you would hear them discuss money amounts. You never know what you're going to encounter when you go in these businesses.
Traffickers never let money sit for long. They've got to strike before the launderers move their cash off the property. Within an hour, Matt has his tactical unit ready to go. With 2 targets to bust, he's asked Tony to lead the other team.
I've worked with Haf a lot in the past. We work very well together. I think we complement each other in the way we work.
DEA's muscle on this raid are the elite cops of the Intelligence Operations Division. The plan is to hit both businesses at the same time, so neither store can tip off the other that they're coming.
We know that she's not going to hold on to the money for a long time, so a lot of it's timing when we hit the business. But we'd like to get several $100,000 or more if we time it right. Briefing the guys up, splitting the teams up, and we're going to depart here very shortly to execute the search warrants.
Let's get rock and rolling. Let's go. I'm not going to kill you. Don't worry. The location is right. You see where the guy with the green shirt is? On the 2nd level.
We're going to set up a block or so away. And again, we're going to wait for the 2nd team to get to the other business and get set up.
All right, we're going to execute the search warrant right now. Talk to you later. All right, we're going in now.
As Tony's team enters the flagship location, Matt's team discovers an entire clothing mill hidden behind the factory's storefront.
This is like a sweatshop back here. They're making clothes.
The sheer size of the place makes Matt's job of turning up dirty money all the more difficult.
We got a large warehouse here. I mean, there's a ton of boxes here, so we haven't even started ripping them all open.
What are you thinking?
We're probably going to need a few more people over here.
First, they lock down the shop and seize every cell phone, so workers can't send out warning to the traffickers likely laundering money here.
Right now, we're just going to collect all the cell phones of all the people working here, and we'll slowly start a search. If we don't find any evidence here, this will basically be the end of the case. These people all change their phone numbers. They'll quit using this business to launder the money through. They'll locate to a different location.
Minutes later, they find a suitcase similar to the ones they've seen coming in and out of the store.
That one suitcase was empty, and I'm figuring probably there was a lot of money in that was already distributed. People came and picked it up.
"10 miles away, Tony's team is moving through the flagship store and also coming up empty.
I had those butterflies in my stomach. I'm like, man, I don't want to be disappointed. I'm praying there was going to be something in there.
Whether it's in hundreds or 50s, even $1 million can fit into a relatively small shopping bag. If it is here, finding drug money in this clutter will not be easy. So far, their search suggests the traffickers already moved it to another location.
Sometimes you eat the dog, or sometimes the dog eats you. I just hope the dog didn't eat us this time around.
Minutes later, back at the factory store, Matt's team uncovers their first solid piece of evidence.
This looks like stacks of bills. This is money that's sliced up. Looks like it was probably packaged and taped up in packages and bundles, and they're just getting so careless. They're cutting it with a razor to get the money out of the tape, and they're slicing some of the bills up. It's not normal for the coolidge shop that has kind of cash, especially the way it's being handled.
Then, over at Tony's location,
Whoa.
they find what they've been looking for.
Holy. I think we just hit. Let's call big. We just hit for some money here, little buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The suitcase is not full, but it definitely looks like it's in bundles of thousands.
How much?
$33,000. 33. It looks like it's 33,000.
33,000? Okay.
That's a good hit.
Looks like the owner of the business that we've been intercepting just arrived. She had been down the street to the store. We're talking to her now, asking about if she has any money.
¿Hay algún otro dinero más, aparte de ese?
No, mi amor, que yo sepa, recuerda, no, no hay más.
Seguro.
Exacto, porque vamos...
Seguro, nomás.
Podemos revisar.
No, vamos a hacerlo, pero
Okay.
yo quiero que usted, así como lo estás haciendo, continúe.
Sí, no, mi amor, porque no.
Que lo que tenga, usted me lo busque donde sea que esté, porque de lo contrario...
She was being a little deceptive, initially saying that was all she had. Then she said, oh, I remember some more. And then she pulls some stacks of bills out of the different drawers. They're kind of hidden in the different drawers. I'm thinking there's more money because she's nervous and not being completely straightforward. She's really adamant that she wants to call her boss in Venezuela, but we're not allowing her to use the phone right now.
So far, Matt's team has yet to find the big money they expected. But over at the flagship store, Tony and company make another big hit.
Well, we just found another box with more currency. So usted ve como que la están mandando en caja de allá. Holy. Then they found another box, and we found it was like 40-something bundles. There's more than $100,000 here. More than $100,000 there. This is definitely a good hit. I can't see a business like this producing over $100,000 like that. This is definitely money laundering. You can see where the money was packed and it was shipped.
Got another box?
Yeah, dude, it looks like 2, 3, 4, yeah. Like another 40,000 in another box.
3 boxes. 40,000 another box, maybe 100,000 in another.
Yeah, let's say over $100,000. Equivalent, like I said, it looks like it's $40,000 in pesos.
Okay. We've only been in her office and found the one money box. She had money hidden in some of the drawers and stacks. I'm thinking it's about 40,000 maybe.
The 41-year-old owner and mother of 2 is taken into custody.
The woman in charge of the store is being arrested. She's processed, photographed, fingerprinted, and she'll go before a judge in the next 48 hours to face some money laundering charges. I don't feel remorse or sad for them. They know they're laundering money. They know it's drug proceeds. That's the direct result of the drugs going into the U.S.
If convicted, she'll face up to 10 years in a Dominican prison for her crime.
We're just finishing up here. It shouldn't be too much longer.
The bust has been a success, but the drug money seized is just part of the equation. The shop also provides a treasure trove of intelligence for the DEA.
Collecting a lot of financial documents here. We're gonna have to go through that on a large box full. So we're gonna go through that. We've got some telephones to download, look at those numbers. We're loading the evidence up now, and the prisoner, we're gonna head back to DNCD, process some of the evidence, get a final count of the money, and process the prisoner for the night. I feel pretty good. I'll feel better once we get the final count and see exactly how much money we got. I would say it was successful, yes.
Hitting the bad guys, it's like a little rush that you get inside. It actually feels inside, you feel like a kid.
Tigran, that's how much we got.
More than $500,000. Ah, baby, that's how we do. Over $500,000, which is a home run. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that good of a hit. That was a real good hit.
It's just after midnight, and we just finished up. We got $527,000. One arrest, a couple cars they seized. It was a long day, but it was pretty successful.
I think we kind of dismantled this organization there, right? Because that was a very, very big hit.
Taking down the cash laundering operation is a big win, but Matt, Tony, and Kojak are even more eager to bust the coke traffickers who sent this money in the first place.
She's receiving money, she's the launderer, but somebody's bringing that money to her. It's these individuals that are calling her. We gotta target these guys now because these guys are bringing it in.
And with a go fast on the horizon, that chance might just be days away. In the Dominican Republic, DEA agents Kojak and Tony are about to set out in a seized cocaine speedboat. Their goal? To scout the remote beaches the go-fast they're now tracking might use when it arrives here in the coming week.
We're gonna check a spot that we've heard is being used for bringing go-fast boats with drugs and offloaded them in that particular area.
So you and I are gonna go check the possible location where these guys possibly might be.
Yeah.
I never learned how to swim. My daughter was trying to teach me how to swim this weekend in the kiddie pool. No, I'm not getting in this water. Oh, oh, oh!
That's what I'm talking about, right?
Oh my God! Oh Lord Jesus! I think we might find something in my pants, guys. I'm officially scared.
I wanna jack it up and smack it up. Yo, in tune to the boys with the funky cuts. Bobby people, are you with me? Say, can you feel me?
You sit down and you think about these dopers who get on these go fasts from South America, do what? 25 hours on a go fast. You gotta be desperate to do something like this. I couldn't do it. How we do.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do.
And we make it explode too, in slow motion. Yeah. We make it explode. See how I do it? That's how we make it happen.
You probably have 2 to 3 guys, dope filled to capacity.
They like to use that kind of long stretched boat and just good strong engines to make them fly basically down the water, make them fast.
Well, here, oh man.
Right? See, he broke my boat.
I broke it. I broke your boat.
We'll work on that later.
And they also have a tarp. So like that, if there's a flyby, they'll pull the tarp over, and in the daylight, out in the ocean, in the sea, you can't tell the difference.
In the water, if they're running, I mean, how do you stop them? Unless you literally break their boat.